On your way out?
Not anymore. What can I do for you?
I come bearing gifts. More accurately, paperwork. I tried you at Luke's. The bartender gave me this address. I take it you just moved?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
In the future, it would be a good idea to notify your attorney.
Is there some kind of problem? Is the FBI balking about my deal?
On the contrary, you and Sonny did remarkably well for yourself. Your final release from federal government, you're officially a free man.
Thank you.
We should go over the terms and conditions.
No. This would be an outright release.
It is. Your sentence for the attempted assassination of Mitch Williams has been reduced to time served, and you can't be imprisoned for that crime again.
That's all I need to know.
However, the conviction is still on your record, and should you get arrested again, it will count against you.
And I won't.
And just to be sure, why don't you steer clear of Sonny and Luke Spencer from now on? Your prior conviction would count against you if you were tried for, say, impersonating a police officer while trying to break somebody out of jail.
Alexis, are you hungry? I think I got some...
Even Luke couldn't escape police lockup without help, and that person would probably be able to impersonate a cop.
Better yet, how about a good stiff drink? That way we could celebrate my freedom.
If you have it long enough to enjoy it. Luke is a friend of mine. Sometimes. I don't believe that he killed Stefan, and I think he should prove it. But if you get caught helping him, you will be on your way back to prison. And Sonny is an even bigger risk.
You are determined to warn me against every contingency, is that it?
Part of my services.
Isn't there some release I could sign?
You have your release. Don't blow it. You see, Sonny cut a better deal than you did. He cannot be charged with a criminal act prior to June 1st. And in the eyes of the law, that makes him about as innocent as a newborn. The police are going to be disgruntled about this, and since they can't go after Sonny, they're likely to go after his associates. Why be one of them?
Good point. In fact, why stay in Port Charles at all? Why not move to the mountains, build a cabin, live like a hermit? Or better yet, why don't I just drive back to Pentonville and ask them to lock me up again? That way I can be sure I won't be implicating myself every time I help one of my friends. I worked 20 years to get these papers. I made compromises I don't even want to think about. And I promised myself that when it was over, I would live the rest of my life on my own damn terms. And that is what I intend to do.
Will you, have a drink with me, or are you still on duty?
I wear my uniform all the time.
Yeah, it suits you.
Is that a compliment or a put-down?
It's a pun. It was like a joke. If I could convince you to have a drink with me, will you ease up on the counseling for a while?
Most people pay for my advice.
We should save it for them.
I can see that you're touched by my lawyerly concern.
Don't need a lawyer. I just need somebody to toast with. You bill for that?
You'll get my invoice next week.
Just bear with me here. I just had to top this off a little taste. It's like the secret. Here you go. To freedom. Mine.
To freedom. Yours. May you discover the secret of making it last. All right.
Oh, and, hey, Alexis, you know, you talk too much. You should have kept the toast simple.
I wasn't expecting a Luke special. God.
What do you think Luke learned?
What's diesel trucks run on that? How do you stand it?
It's an acquired taste.
Acquired where? In a petroleum refinery?
Well, I outgrew champagne cocktails a while ago. What can I tell you?
An advance to gasoline? You know, where some people have stomachs, you and Luke have gears. Then again, where some people have caution reflex, you and Luke have...
Alexis, could I get you a champagne cocktail? I mean, I could ask Jake to make one for you. She'd laugh at me, but for you, I'd be willing to endure it.
Should you happen to contact Luke?
I'm not going to hear from Luke anytime soon.
Tell him that I know that he didn't kill my brother, and he's making that very difficult to prove, however, because the longer he stays away, the harder it's going to be.
Like I said, Luke and I are not in touch.
The last thing you need right now is to be charged with aiding and abetting, because you've worked so hard to get your life back. The way that it is now, you could just throw it away just like that.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, I just have a hard time. I basically can't stand the idea of dancing to somebody else's tune.
You've paid dearly for that little quirk.
No, I've done too much of it is the problem. For 25 years, I have been playing by the rules. And I'm really looking forward to making some of my own.